review we have is highly not recommended to watch this movie. It's disgusting, and those people who made the movie should be very ashamed. But I'm gonna be straight.
That draws me in.
If anything was gonna draw me in, it's that.
That's a great review. I put that across the front of the cover.
Yeah. Like, if anyone says this about me before I show up, like, highly recommend we don't hang out with this motherfucker. He is disgusting, and he should be ashamed of himself. Like, I hope everyone in the room is like, man, motherfucker's about to party.
This is Basement Communion with the GrindhouseCellar and
Revterry.
Tonight we thought we'd talk about labels that have gone defunct. Everyone's hooked on these not necessarily improved boutique labels, but a couple that have gone under.
Yeah, like you were saying, there's it's kind of a popular thing now. We had some cool points as far as the internet and social media goes. But I'm
overly thankful for these companies that are putting stuff out there.
Definitely.
I am kind of sad that some have gone defunct. Let's kind of talk about them.
All right.
Dorado Films.
As far as I know about Dorado Films, it's just because they release Jesse Franco films.
You and I are Franco fans, and that's no surprise to anyone. So that's how I came upon Dorado Films. But they have put out a plethora of spaghetti westerns and a little giallo. Don't know much about their back catalog, but when I heard they were putting out forgotten Franco films, I was like, what is this? I need to hop on that. And their first release was Silence of the Tomb and The Sinister Eyes of Dr. Orloff. Now, I had already had The Sinister Eyes of Dr. Orloff on like a out of print, I think it was an Intervision disc. It was pretty bare bones. But Silence of the Tomb had a really fucking cool poster of a woman holding a lantern and a big skull in the background. As soon as I see a skull on something, I'm pretty much sold.
Me too.
Easy, low-hanging fruit. I see a skull, I'm sold.
Yeah. I put many of 50 cents that I didn't have into quarter machines to get skull stickers.
Skulls everywhere. I've got skulls on ridiculous amount of stuff hanging around my place. But I wanted to see these two. And unfortunately, I missed when it first came out. So I ended up having to buy it on the secondhand market where it was a little bit steep. So it was a lot of hunting and waiting until I found one that was cheap.
And you're talking about Volume 1 right now, right?
I'm talking about Volume 1. And unfortunately, this label has gone defunct.
Yeah. So to give some backstory, they were, as far as the Jesse Franco films go, they had a second volume of films planned, which you can see here.
People pre-ordered, gave their money to it.
Yeah, not just planned, but funded by being purchased. It wasn't like it was an Indiegogo or anything like that. Like, they literally pre-ordered the item with these two films here. So, actually, two Franco films that I haven't seen, even in, like, shitty bootleg versions. I haven't seen either
found these on, like, Russian sketchy sites where they don't have English-friendly subs. I mean, they're out there, but, I mean, really sketchy and no subs. Well, I was really looking forward to this. You know, Dirty Game in Casablanca, I was like, I've heard great things about. I've chatted about this particular film with people. It's supposed to be like another personal film, kind of like Ripper of Notre Dame or Sadist of Notre Dame is another personal film that he really put a lot of himself into.
That's my all-time favorite.
It's such a good one. And so, like, when I heard that about, you know, Casablanca, I was like, I need to see this. And so, really wanted to get on that. And Camino Solitario sounded really cool also. This company, you see it there. And it was supposed to come out, and people have paid for this item, and it was a limited disc, and I unfortunately missed the boat, but so did everyone that paid for it.
Yeah, it never got sent out.
and it was supposed to be sent out.
The last update from the company was 1 year ago, in which they were saying that they were going under, but that they would, the Jesse Franco Volume 2, Forgotten Films Volume 2 was already produced and would be shipped out. And which, from what I can tell, and if you agree, they didn't ship that out.
Only found angry people on the internet, so I don't believe anyone has this in hand. It's going to be jacked up, but it does not look like it's going to happen, and it's unfortunate. Now, the interesting thing, so they've gone defunct, and they own some rights to Jess Franco films, and I'm hoping they will transfer these rights to recoup some of their loss, and hopefully get it back to these people that have lost money.
You showed me this after there was already signs of them going under. I was never disappointed like anyone else. Yeah, like I was like just happy to have the sinister eyes of Dr. Orloff at the moment. But yeah, it is super sad. I think their posts on social media talk about finding a quote comfortable situation for the rights they hold at the moment.
I really hope someone picks those up, because if you open up Volume 1 and look at Volume 2, Volume 2 is not the picture they show on their website there. Volume 2 had Camino Solitero, but the second film was actually Is Cobra a Spy? And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that in Spanish.
So wait, where is that?
It's if you have the disc in hand, the original Volume 1, there's a little liner note inside, and it said they're busy putting together Volume 2.
Okay.
And Volume 2 in that flyer has Camino Solitero, but it has a second film, which is Cobra a Spy? So that's another movie they must own the rights for, but did not release.
But they have their YouTube channel still up, but their official site, let's take a quick look. It looks like it was made with Wix. it's easily determined, and it is now gone. But like you were saying, they didn't, we found out about them because of Jesse Franco, but they had spaghetti westerns.
And I'm into these crime films, into spaghetti westerns, but I had not heard of them until Jess Franco.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a bummer, or a lot of bit of a bummer.
We hate to see them go, but that's the topic for tonight.
Be a good idea to pick up that one, probably, I guess, unless they're going to release their rights to another company that will stay around, or they pop back up, but there's not really a great chance that they're going to pop back up since their last communication was about a year ago. Like that's like some straight Indiegogo shit. Like,
it does not look promising, and I've seen nothing but disappointment from the
you can look right here on these comments
posts.
Yeah, it's just any updates on the shipping date.
I feel bad for these people. They put money in, and they're expecting something, and they're not getting even a response. Looks like a cool release. I'd love to have that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I hope they can transfer the rights, get the money back to the people that invested, and get this into people's hands so they can watch it. And all the best to them. I think I happened on Ungovernable Films on Tumblr, the place we actually met.
Yeah, place where me and you met.
It's a place for punks. It's a place for people that like movies, and then it died. It's kind of fizzled. I'm still keeping it going. You're still keeping it going, but we don't get the traffic we used to.
Yeah, I'm pretty much automated on there.
God knows what I was looking at, but love punk music, and somehow I happened on Ungovernable Films, and they had a movie coming out called Ungovernable Force. This would have been around 2017 or so, and I was really, into the phase of buying everything on VHS at the moment. I no longer get new releases on VHS, but at the time I was like, fuck yeah, got a new release on VHS. That's kind of interesting. They had a movie coming out called Ungovernable Force.
From the creators of Funky Holocaust comes a touring trash, The Ungovernable Force.
Had punk legends, Debbie Rochon, big person we love on the show.
And definitely know how to say their name.
Yeah. We've always known.
Yeah, always. There was never any doubt.
No. Bill Whedon, who I just watched in Psycho Ape, he's in it.
Wait, Will Whedon? Who? Who's in it?
Bill Whedon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that guy's not in this or Psycho Ape.
Bill Whedon.
You got your obligatory Lloyd Kaufman cameo.
You got your obligatory Lloyd Kaufman. Love the punk art, and that's one thing I wish they didn't get away from. I love the punk art on this.
And this is different than the one you sent me. Even it has similar art, but it's like a different picture.
So this is the art that I have on my copy. I picked up. But just love the punk art. This is probably like the most punk recent movie I had seen at the time, and it'd been quite a while since I had seen anything that was I'd call punk, even close to punk. It was all, I don't know.
So the weird thing is, instantly when you sent me that the first time, I instantly thought of Conflict, because that's the name of the Conflict album. Everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Conflict.
Classic punk.
It's a badass album, man.
It really is. They were super cool people. I ordered the tape. It was something new to me to buy a new tape. And it showed up smashed to fuck. I was so disappointed. I was like, "Oh, dudes, you guys gotta sell this and ship it in a box." I think it was in a bubble mailer, and it just arrived smashed to hell. And they went ahead and sent me a new one, without me even asking. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I actually haven't seen any of the other things that came out on the label,
So I follow their social media. I don't do Facebook because fuck Facebook, but they were advertising their next film, and so this was I don't know, a year or two later, called The Streets Run Red, and the production photos looked disgusting. That's the best way to describe it. They're very anti-CGI. They had a whole bunch of shirts run up that said "fuck CGI." They're very practical effects, and you and I are both very practical effects kind of people. And this stuff looked good, and I was like, I need to see this. And it just kind of hung in limbo, and so I went about my way, and at some point pulled up the website that I bought the Ungovernable Force tape on, and it was no longer a website. Pulled it up. Ungovernable Force was this crazy ass flash porn website with all sorts of crap showing.
I'm gonna have to blur that part. Far. Yeah, I'll just blur it.
Top,
but it's beautiful. This part's beautiful. This part's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah,
I actually screen captured the first set of ads that popped up and made a GIF out of it, because it was just.
This is a very classic spam website. Look here, this is very retro, and
it was so sad. I was like, I wanted to buy The Streets Run Red. What happened? I don't know if they're taking a hiatus.
Well, they're not getting their website back. I can tell you
they're not getting the website back.
Because now it's owned by the porn.
So I looked it up.
Actually, the part in the middle is even better because it's got like the dancing.
It's all good stuff.
I like it. I don't really like these porn images though. It doesn't look like my kind of porn. We got a lot of anime going on here and like little tiny people. Oh no! I accidentally clicked things. I'm out of here. I'm running.
Die, dickweeds.
Bring it on, you fucking porn virus.
Pulled up this page because I was like, where can I get his movies now? Because I was gonna look about getting the Streets Run Red because they had some on social media advertised that you can watch it here streaming, you can watch it there, but it hadn't been released yet. It sounded like they were shopping out for a distributor. Time went by, I couldn't find it, so I circled back, pulled up his IMDb, and the director had changed their name, and I was like, okay. So instead of Paul McClarney, he's now Paul Macaroni.
All right.
And I was like, okay. I really want you to make more movies, but I don't know if you're taking a break or what. But
oh shit, I've seen Honky Holocaust. So
I have
seen
Honky Holocaust.
Yeah. So I have seen 2 of his movies then.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the Trauma release.
Yeah, so they were on Trauma, and it seemed a good fit. I liked the art, I liked how they're putting it out, and the style and all. But it seems that I somehow missed it. But Streets Run Red ended up on Wild Eye.
Okay,
which is not really someone I fuck with.
Oh no, I love Wild Eye, and this art really does look like Wild Eye though. Like this is
it's
very
so Wild Eye, and I find Wild Eye's art. I don't know. I dismiss it too easy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to defend their silly ass art.